Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Stottie and Mojo.
What's up, y'all?
Stottie's in the house. How,
Yes,
how was your weekend, Stottie?
I had a good weekend, man. You know, we all working. They lifting the mask mandate at my job, so we're all going back to the regular, regular scheduled programming. That started actually today. I'm sorry, not they're lifting. They have lifted. They just lifted it today. I've been working the last 4 days with the mask on, and I'm off today, and I haven't been to work. But they lifted the mask mandate, and everybody's back to normal, and hopefully we don't get sick. But I think it was too soon. But that's just me.
Well, I'm kind of glad everything is getting back to kind of normal, like before pre-COVID, and that's a good thing.
Yes, I just hope everybody stays safe, and if you sick, stay indoors. That's all I'll say.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. My weekend was pretty good. I was really busy. Showed a lot of houses, wrote some contracts. So, yeah, busy on my end, and I
And
had
now
a
it's
family
time
day as well.
right, and now it's time to get into all the good shit that's been going on.
Yeah.
With all this
So
shit going on.
let's get straight to the queens of R&B, Escape and SWV. So this episode 3, opens up with showing a little family life, a little behind the scenes life.
Yes, I
Started
did.
off with Tiny. She was doing a little showing Eris a little dance routine for because Eris loves to be part of Escape. She's like the fifth member.
Don't even shit. Well, tell Tamika's near mama that shit. You feel me? But yeah, Eris is definitely the light of that family. You feel me? We don't really see Ti in this one. You feel me? He's still
Yeah.
trying to leave Tiny at home to take care of all these kids on her own. You feel me? Shout out to Tiny. She a strong one. But yeah, it is good to see Tiny really handling her business with her kids. I do like the dynamic with them. I do also like the dynamic. You know, I got a whole fucking list. So when you see me looking around, I'm looking at my motherfucking list. I got a whole fucking
Yeah,
list.
it goes into
Um,
the next one is Candy and little baby Ace. Little baby Ace got a YouTube channel. How you feel about
talking
that with
about 17,000 followers. Doing what? What is
18,000
these kids doing? You feel me? You giving these kids
playing games?
right? You trying to? This is how you, I guess, usher them into the business, right? Let's go ahead and get them a fan base, and then when they start playing with toys, I guess they can market that Roblox or whatever. But yeah, I think it's interesting, and I think Ace is Candy's youngest child, right? That's the
Yeah.
youngest child, right? So Ace is getting, and he's got big. You know, he got big. I remember the whole journey and all that shit. So yeah, it's good to see the family dynamic with them. And then
Mm-hmm.
where else does
And then it went into Tamika Scott, and she
Tamika
was
and her 10-year-old
her
daughter. I'm sitting
10-year-old
here
daughter.
thinking Tamika's motherfucking kids is grown. She said she was a grandma in the last video, and all of a sudden you telling me you got a 10-year-old daughter? I'm like, damn, she look good for her age now. She look good. So
Yeah.
I see why she kind of had the little mommy makeover that they be having when, saying whatever the case is, and stuff like that. And I love Tamika, man. And then we kind of see Tamika with her mother, right? Is that when we see Tamika
Yeah,
when
that's when
someone come
she
over her?
goes with
They
her
made
mom.
that as dramatic as they motherfucking could. You feel me? And I kind of when Candy said that she was kind of tearing up, I kind of was too a little bit because I felt sorry for her to even her mama. Hey, I like how she pre-made that plate, and the mama, as soon as she took her bite, she just started going in. I am the fifth member of this motherfucker. I am the fifth member. You feel me? I mean, she was
Right.
giving Ruffin vibes to this motherfucker. You feel me? But it was really sad to kind of see her mom do the shit that she was doing. It was given very narcissism. It was given very um I don't know. I feel sorry for Tamika, bro. I feel sorry for Tamika, bro. For
I
real.
felt I felt sorry for Tamika, but I also was happy for Tamika that she was able to stand up to her mom, because standing up to a black mama is not easy, especially one that has that much of a stranglehold on her children. So I thought that was, I mean, she's almost 50 years old, but still, I thought that was the strength that she mustered to get through that. I thought that was beautiful, and the fact that even though I think her mama's um when her mama gave her a hug and apologized, I don't think it was all that sincere, but I
Really?
did
She was in
appreciate.
tears now. She was in tears
Yeah,
now.
I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling her mama's apology.
I mean, I felt it a little bit. I think she kind of seen that her daughter was hurt, but I think maybe I get what you're saying a little bit. Maybe it was kind of surface level. It's like, okay, I'll go ahead and wipe your butt, pat your butt right now, you know what I'm saying, to shut you up. You feel me? That's because I think she seen that the cameras was rolling and she was kind of trying to get in TV mode with the, you know what I'm saying? I guess, but I don't know. I kind of thought the tears were a little bit real. I ain't gonna front. They looked a little bit real for me. That's why I kind of said it was, and I felt sorry that the shit was playing out on TV. I seen a video of Tamika talking about how she kind of wish it didn't. I know you do wish that this shit never played out. It's making everybody look bad, and I know that you want to make your mom proud, and you hate that you and your sisters falling out publicly like this. The shit is ugly. You feel me? The
It's
shit
ugly.
is ugly. It's ugly.
It really
And I don't
is.
think salmon or whatever the fuck she was making her mama, she should have gave her some ribs or some shit. You hear me? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You should have made your mama some good food, some good food or something
Well,
like
no,
that.
she said it was one of her mama's favorites, so her mama was into that.
Okay, cool. I
So
mean,
I
yeah,
guess it probably was a really good meal. She looked like she know how to cook.
hopefully she do. But yeah, and then where does it? You got any more that you want to say about that scene with the mama? Because I mean, it was kind of emotional a little bit.
Yeah, it was really emotional. No, I'm glad. Sometimes it takes being in situations such as these to make people, first of all, show their true colors, and then make you muster up the strength in order to say what you need to say for your own peace and for your own mental health. And I think that's what she did. So I'm proud of her.
Speaking
Proud of
of,
Tamika.
they was trying to say that. I remember Tamika was saying that they were trying to say that she was crazy and stuff like that. So I just feel like she be going through a lot of gaslighting, and they be trying to say, "Oh,
Yeah.
you just going through your episodes." You feel me? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that for Tamika. So Tamika, we do feel for you out there because it's not easy.
Yeah.
It ain't easy dealing with that one.
Not easy.
What's that next scene looking like? I think don't it go to SWV? Does
Yeah.
it go
Then
to
it goes to SWV.
Yeah, it goes to SWB, and I'm gonna say this. I wrote this. I said, "Why do I like Lily so much?" And I used to think that Lily and Taz was kind of like just there. You feel me? Certified backup singers. I ain't gonna lie, but I started to see. First of all, I like that New York accent that Lily got. You hear me? I can hear
Yeah.
Lily talk all
Very New
motherfucking
York.
day. Boy, you can roll up a joint and talk to Lily all day for real. I don't know. I like that she said that she has 2 kids, but I wish we would have seen the daughter on the show instead of just seeing her son. Do you feel me? Lily's daughter. You
Well,
feel
there's
me?
still time
You feel me?
this
Hopefully,
year's daughter.
time. It's a couple episodes. They're trying to. Hey, it's only 6 episodes. Shit, but show the daughter. But I don't know. Maybe the daughter didn't want to be on there or something. I do feel her because she said that the son is trying to use her. She's the resource of her son's career. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and all that. And I know that's not easy, but I like that Lily's a go getter. Her story was kind of fucked up. It. Candy was talking about this briefly. I didn't watch her whole thing yet. I'm gonna finish watching that thing, but she was saying how like people be thinking that after you make all this money and stuff like that, that you just super famous and stuff like that. And she was literally homeless out here in the fucking streets of New York. And then what was interesting is she said that she didn't want to ride around, she didn't want to sleep at night in New York, so she would ride around the city all night and sleep in Yankee stadiums in the daytime. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Want to get R worded. You feel me? And
Right.
I thought that was real interesting. I thought that was real interesting. So yeah, her kind of scene was a little bit interesting too. It was just interesting too. I looked at Lily in a different way, you know.
Yeah, I like Lily's scene as well with her son. I found it interesting that she told her son, and I understand because she had to go through such a hard time after the fame that she had to, pull herself up by her bootstraps. I put that in air quotes. And then she's out here telling her son that, you got to really get it out the mud too, because I had to get it out the mud. I mean, I felt a certain kind of way about that because as a parent, our journey is so that our kids can have a stepping stool to reach where they want to go. So I felt like her telling him, you got to get it out the mud. It kind of irked me a little bit. I mean, I understand that, she is now trying to rebuild herself and her brand, but she needs to have her son on her hip. He needs to be her assistant so he can meet these people she's meeting, these promoters, so that he can get in, meeting Candy and Tiny and kind of get into those circles and see those people that they deal with. So I think he should be just, right there close to her, so that he
I
can
think she's saying
propel
she ain't got
himself.
the money to. She really basically saying she ain't got the money to finance this shit no more. When you need to get it out the mud because I ain't got it to we ain't got it right now type shit. I think.
Well, no, I don't think it's about the money. I mean, it's just about like what Candy and Tiny, what they're going to say later on in the episode about their following. So that's what I'm saying. If she gets to a point, or if he gets to a point where he knows the same types of people that they know, that can help build his following with his career, whatever his musical aspirations are.
And it
That's
can
all I'm saying.
and help with the networking as well. I see what you're saying.
Exactly.
I see what you're saying.
And then I want to talk about Latasha Scott going to Nashville and meeting up with Taj at the African American Museum of Music.
Yeah,
which I didn't know existed.
I didn't either, but I do think it's interesting that Taj is like the liaison of all for all the people. Did you see that? It was good that she went on ahead and dropped go ahead and told Candy about the bull, about the scandal and shit. She knows she met with everybody and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna say that's necessarily a bad thing, but I did peep that she's like the liaison because I'm starting to understand why some people don't be fucking with Coco, because Coco ain't no motherfucking joke. You hear me? Coco ain't with the shits. She's with the shits and she's not with the shits. You feel me?
Right.
For real. And
she can't be bothered.
No, she can't
be bothered. She
don't want to be bothered. No, she don't want to be bothered at all. Leave her the fuck alone. For real. Leave her alone and let her make this money or you're gonna get your ass cussed out. That's what it was given for me with Coco. Yeah. But yeah, Taj meeting with Tasha was interesting because I'm like, how come you kind of didn't? I wanted to see Taj check Tasha for how she was moving. You feel me? How come she didn't check her? You doing really sneaky shit. You could at least say something about it. I don't like how Tasha's moving. That whole scene is like you being honest with everybody else but your group members. You feel me? And that's what I don't really like about Tasha. You feel me? She's real. She tells when she with that scene with her, she tell half truths. You feel me? Oh, the only problem I got is with me and my sisters, nothing else. You feel me? I think that was something that she was saying. Like, if you're gonna keep it real out here with your friends, keep it real and tell the truth. Why everybody want to look like they're just the superhero and not the villain, or don't want to look like you played no shady roles, or you know what I'm saying? If you did it or you said it, that own up to that shit. It's weird. She's weird. She's weird for me.
Yeah, I agree. And I think Taj's role is just to get to the truth of the matter. I don't think she is there to help solve any of the problems, but I think she is a bridge for the truth to come across and for them to meet and figure out, and then they can figure out as a group what needs to be done for themselves. But yeah, I like Taj. I like the fact that Taj is has a real even keel personality, and she like, listen, let's just do what we got to do so we can get this, not even really get this money. Let's just do what we got to do for our legacy. I think that's the Taj.
Right. Yeah. I feel what you're saying. That next scene goes to what's the next scene there? Because I ain't write the scene by scenes. I just wrote my notes. What's the next scene after that? Who else is it we see? Because I think that's when we see Coco, right? And I kind of want to get in. I want to get into this right quick on the Coco thing because you see Coco sitting down with her youngest son. You feel me? And they talking about the singing, and he's saying that he wants to quit. He wants to quit going to school to be an artist. You feel me?
Right.
And I ain't gonna lie. I like Coco as a mother. I see how she be trying to raise her son and shit. She be trying to, this move. What she said, they'll love you today and hate your ass tomorrow. You feel me? This shit is really iffy. But you can tell that, like how she introduced her son was like, oh, this is my best friend. Everything is like her best friend when it came to her son. You could tell that the grandma been raising her kids. And then, that ain't nothing wrong with that, but you could just tell that the grandma, well, she said, well, let's call your grandma. And when the grandma's opinion didn't line up, the boy crumbled. You hear me? He was like, well, right. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know the grandma is the one. And then right after he got off the phone with his mama's like, well, you done pissed me the fuck off now. I felt like I was saying she backhand this motherfucking ass. Hey, Coco ain't no joke, bro. I was like, but I feel what he's saying. Like, this is too much. Y'all can't pressure nobody to do whatever and I think her son is grown now, right? And her son's like 18, 19, like, yo, Y'all can't, and that's why he said, "How y'all gonna make me do something that I don't want to do?" Like, I like that he was trying to keep it real with his mama. Like, why if I don't want to do this, why y'all making me do this? I feel him on that.
I do too. I feel him on that. I think the compromise was that he'll get a year to go and try to pursue his entertainment goals.
Yeah.
I think that was beautiful. I think, and then he can fall back into school if he needs to. But I mean, I think we got enough singers and artists out here. We,
Look,
like
man,
Coco said, we need some dentists, some lawyers
can't make
among us.
nobody beating to do shit they don't want to do.
Be
All you gonna get is resentment and regret. Like, no, let a motherfucker do whatever they want to do. If they say they don't want to do it, let them, because they gonna hate your ass. After you hear me, they
yeah,
gonna come on now. Let this grown man, right? He want to move and make his own decisions. Let him do that. Why are you gonna make somebody be a dentist? And I get in other cultures they really do that shit. You feel me? I don't give a fuck what your hopes and
yeah.
dreams. You go
We're
get this
trying to
career
move the
right
we're
quick.
trying to move the family along, bro.
Right, and don't get me wrong, I get what she's saying. She's like, shit, you can really like be a dentist and still be an artist as young as you are. You feel me? You can
Yeah.
really go to college and do this shit and have both. And ain't nothing wrong with that either. But if you in your tears like that and you feel like that's something you want to do, then I feel like don't it shouldn't be no barriers and something like that. And who knows? Like you said, they might love his ass tomorrow and hate him today, and vice versa. But if he want to go through the highs and lows, don't stop nobody from trying to be who they want to be.
No, yeah, we don't want to stop them from trying to be what they want to be, but I just feel like I'm gonna just go with the compromise is a good compromise, and I'm here for the compromise.
Let's don't forget. I have this in my notes, and I don't know where the fuck this is, where this was in the scene, but I got Coco pussy still get wet, and the pussy is still 20.
Bruh.
Who the fuck? I'm like, Coco was wilding, bro. I'm like, and Monica tried to say this episode was a filler. I said this episode was interesting as fuck because y'all was saying all type of shit. You feel me? Coco is interesting as fuck to me. Who was she saying that to?
She was
Can
like with her two best friends.
Oh, the two. I
That
like that she
that
had
guy and that
regular
girl.
friends. I like that she had regular friends to keep her balanced. I like that she was opened up about the mental health stuff. The
Yeah.
bipolar depression is real. You feel me? And you could tell that. You could tell that when she's high, she's high, and when she's low, she's low. So we appreciate Coco when she's what I'm saying, when she's happy. You gotta love people when they're
Mhm.
happy because you never know what they're going through. Because I would have never saw that for Coco. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would never
She's
saw that
confident.
either.
She's a confident singer, but you can tell that even her, even SWV, they struggle. So I like that as we getting to see the rawness of SWV. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I thought it
Yeah.
was great too. Yeah, that whole scene, I thought that was a little much. I don't know. She trolling for a new man. She want
I
everybody
mean,
to know.
shit. I don't understand because the last time we see SWV when they was doing their reality shit, she was literally in a walker and a motherfucking cane. So we knew you couldn't do too. I mean, you couldn't ride nothing and you couldn't do too much of shit. So Coco says she got a new bag for y'all motherfuckers. Come on, come on. You hear me? That is very interesting. Coco is a trip, but we love Coco. Coco,
We
we
love
love.
Coco. We
Coco
love
say
Coco.
it's 21. She say the pussy is 21. I say prove it. Uh, anyway, we're gonna move on from that. But I have a note right here because I think we
Mm-hmm.
can do the whole segments. I have SWV operates the group like a job, and I love it. I will say that. You hear me? Watching them have they shows. We see Chaz doing her makeup. She was late. You feel me? And she made that shit happen. They can tell that this is a money machine. Even the managers was like, look, we want to know if Escape is in this shit so we can move the fuck on. You feel me? Because there's other
Right.
shit out here. You can tell that they are a machine. And Coco, like, I don't even fuck with you hoes like that, but it's too much money out here. It's too much. And I like that they group like a complete business, as Escape should. You feel me? They should
Right.
do this.
So since you brought that up, let's talk about the whole them with the sit down and the the show that the dual headlining show
No,
and
no, no.
how
I
Candy
want
had to bring
before
up
we
the
talk
business.
about that, we forgot. We forgot about the Tasha husband sitting down with the Motown people. You hear me? Hold on now. You hear me? Tasha husband.
Okay, go ahead.
Remember when she was sitting when she was in that studio talking about I'm about to go deep on for y'all. You hear me? You hear me? I
Yeah.
love Tasha's arrogance with the singing. You hear me? I'm all for her singing. I'm all, like I'm not hating on her solo career at all. Like I'm all for that. But I don't like how she moved. And the husband came in there all arrogant. I wrote in here the husband is corny as fuck. He's corny than a motherfucker. He talking about some I should have the mic. Bitch, sit your old senior citizen Last Supper ass the fuck down. He is corny as fuck. And I'm literally, he need to stay out of her business, like her business affairs. Like, stay out of the studio, stay out of these places. Like, And I looked him up. I see that
but he's her manager.
I was just about to say that. I see that he's an active manager, but how he come off is really weird, and it makes her brand look really strange. I really hate that she got this corny ass motherfucker in her music business. And that's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Tasha, your husband is corny than a motherfucker, and he has a disdain with your motherfucking sister. I feel like he liked that they into it. You feel me? And another thing, Tamika thinks that he threatened her. Remember, did you see? Tamika thinks that the husband threatened her. What you think about
he did. I do. I think he did threaten her on that one episode where they were sitting at the breakfast table, and he said about her putting his name in the whole $30,000 scandal, and she'll have to deal with the consequences that come from putting his name in it. Yeah. That was a threat. What's that all about? I think he's just a true narcissist. That was a threat. I think he's a narcissist. I think that he's trying to triangulate the situation between Tasha, Tamika, and himself. She has to pick a side. So she obviously is picking Rocky's side. I think he likes that. He's gonna keep that. He keeps that dynamic up, which keeps the confusion in the family, which keeps everybody at odds. And he is the beneficiary because he gets Latasha. Any success that comes her way, she's not gonna deviate from him and move away from him. So that's his goal.
That is facts. You summed it up really, really good. That's you summed it up really good. Rocky is most definitely the common denominator when it comes to her career, because just like you said in the last episode, we ain't gonna tell that woman to leave her husband because that's none of our motherfucking business to say that. You feel me? Right. But I do think that we should keep this man out of your business affairs, and I hate that he's your manager. You feel me? I do hate that. I hate that for him. But now we want to talk about, what was the shit you said you want to talk about? What was the
when the two groups came together and it was time to discuss them actually doing a performance together. And the fact that when they got together and Latasha still is the one out there, she didn't want to put her hand in. She not sure she want to do it. Girl, why are you here? Why are you here? We're here to perform and get these shows under our belts. I don't get Tasha.
You see, she put that cryptic ass hand right on in that shit though. It found its way in the middle because she don't want to put her eggs in one basket. You feel me? So she put her hand in it because she don't know how the gospel shit gonna play out. And judging by her Instagram and the Louis Vuitton and the Balenciaga she wearing, I think she done already got the gospel checks. Safe to say. You feel me? But I do think it's interesting. I don't know too much about the headline and shit, but if you notice, nobody says shit when Candy was talking about this motherfucking money. When it came to the money, they let Candy run it. I said, y'all can say whatever y'all want about Candy, but they let that bitch take the floor. She said, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. We, for the last 6 years, bitch, we've been headlining this shit and getting top billing. Ain't that what she said? Top billing. We've been getting top billing on this shit. Everybody was quiet than a motherfucker. They let Candy take the lead. They didn't want her to take lead with them vocals, but they let her take lead with that motherfucking money. You hear me? When it came to the contracts, give Candy and Todd the paperwork. Ain't that a bitch?
That's right. Candy is a true businesswoman. So, and she's about her money. And she said on her podcast, she said she ain't taking no shorts. She ain't taking no shorts. She said they are the headliners. She said SWV been out there performing 50, 60 shows. She said Escape is just getting back out there. So it's a draw for them. For people, because people want to see them. People want to see Candy. People want to see.
I ain't gonna say Escape just been getting out there. I think they got their whole separate entities. I think they've been having their own. But I think, just like you just said, I think in the last 6 years, Escape been running their shit. You feel me? Now maybe and Candy pulled out receipts that SWV done opened up for us. I mean, they've been opening acts for us plenty of times. So why y'all acting like this is something
brand new? Oh, they didn't expect Candy to pull those receipts out.
Man, nah.
But Candy have the receipts, believe that.
Yeah,
If Candy don't have them, Don Juan got them.
Who the fuck is Don Juan?
Don Juan is Candy's manager. He runs
okay.
all the Candy shit.
Don Juan
runs all the Candy stuff. Yeah.
No shit. Damn,
Don Juan is it.
Damn. So yeah, that is interesting though. I like that they let Candy handle that as they should. Because if Candy got the pen and she know what's going on, let her handle it. And also, y'all can tell the little short tinies be with the shits though. Cause you see how Tiny made up with Tasha in the parking lot. She said, "Let's walk on this shit together with some unity or some synchronization." Hey, I like Tiny, man. Tiny probably could beat all you bitches up. 4'11". Swing on Tiny if you want to. She'll drop you hoes. I'm dead for real. I'm for real though. But nah, you said that this was a filler, but I thought this had all type of good shit going on. It had a lot of good shit going on.
Yeah,
it did.
I really enjoy it. Enjoy the show. I saw something with Mona Scott. What her name is? Mona Scott King. Mona Scott.
Yeah.
Something. Anyway, she
Young.
said she
Mona Scott Young, fool.
Mona Scott Young. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mona Scott Young wants to spread this thing out. She wants a second season. And I'm here for it. The way it's going, I'm here for it.
Tasha ain't gonna be involved because she's so gospel now. She ain't gonna be able to do it. Ain't no shade to the gospel folk, but I don't think Tasha gonna be involved. I'm starting to see promo without Tasha, and if that's how she want to move, then she need to get the fuck on. And she looked the fuck good going. Get the fuck going on, Tasha. And it looks like, yo, I want Tasha to get going, and that ain't no shade, but I go solo and don't come back here. You hear me? How you doing business with Escape? Let them people get their money and don't try to crawl back. And I ain't saying that the gospel shit ain't gonna work out, but how you moving? You acting like you really can't do both. It's like
right,
fuck you.
Which is
I'm
crazy.
about to do gospel.
Candy got like 10 jobs. Candy doing it all. She got restaurants. She got kids performing. She got Escape. She got Real Housewives. Candy got it all going on simultaneously.
Yes, she the fuck do.
Latasha, you need a team. I don't understand what the problem is. Why you couldn't do both?
Rocky's the problem. You want punk ass Rocky to run your whole shit. You need. I'm telling you, Rocky is keeping you, bruh. That's who you need to be meeting with behind the motherfucking back. Is Rocky? Meet behind Rocky's back and get a new fucking manager because he's holding you back. And he's holding your back. Division in your family and in your motherfucking group. And I'm telling you, it's just man. Bruh. Anyway, yeah.
I just want to say this too before we end. I've been seeing a lot of people uploading their concert footage of Escape as a threesome, and they sound good. They look good. Tasha, girl, they might not be needed.
Tasha got good vocals, man. That's why it's kind of sad. Tasha don't know how to balance the bags. You can have two bags. You stupid. Well, they say you stupid, girl. You could be getting all this damn money. You be on some bullshit, Tasha. And Rocky is not a good influence when it comes to your. Hey, I done said that like 5 times on this. That's how you know I mean that shit. This shit is a problem for real. If I got to keep repeating this shit, it's a problem. But now, first of all, before we go, I want to appreciate all the folks that've been watching us since we've been on this shit, man. We've been consistent. We've been doing this shit, and I like the rawness of what we've been doing. I appreciate the feedback that everybody that's been watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this shit. Follow me on TikTok, Big Homie Stottie. Follow me on Twitter. Yo, follow Monica. She's a real estate queen out here in Georgia doing her thing, and we fucks with her, man. Like literally, she's blowing up, bro. Mojo blowing up. Mojo,
so you can follow me on TikTok, realtor_Monica.
I was just about to say, what is your realtor page? That realtor page, follow that TikTok page. She popping on her TikTok, bro. She ain't gonna act like she ain't gonna tell you, but she popping out here on the TikTok. But shout out to the people that's listening. Shout out to people that's listening to our podcast, plugging that in. Stottie Uncool, Monica's podcast. They like shout out to the folks that's just fucking with us. Y'all know I love that real shit, so I love that real genuine love. Somebody tell some. Yeah.
So anyway. all of our contact information will be in the description.
Description box. But yeah, this was a good one though. Shout out to the person that uploaded the episode 3 because Bravo did not put the shit on YouTube, and I had to go to my mama's house. You know what I'm saying? I went on my mama's house so I can watch a couple of it too. But it was like, bruh, you feel me? Just put the shit on YouTube so we can do this shit. Y'all be on some bullshit. So yeah, shout out to as soon as she uploaded it, they took that bitch of shit right on down. You hear me? So if you blink, you miss it. And but we're gonna do a separate one too though, because apparently Candy was responding to it to speak on it. It was talking about the tour and shit too. But it's a lot of other shit going on. So make sure y'all keep it locked on this channel. And hey, we'll be back next week, same time. Y'all know what it is. Same time. Appreciate everybody, and make sure y'all be a light in somebody's life. We got enough negativity out here. Be a light.
Yes.
I was about to end the motherfucking meeting.